Let me guess. You Googled something lately that you would never, ever say out loud. Yeah, me too. Because somewhere around 50, the body starts doing things nobody put in the manual. And the internet is either too clinical, too cheerful, or honestly a little terrifying. So here I am, Orka, from Ontario. You had questions, you just didn't ask them. We're talking about sex after 50 today. Not the magazine version, not the aging gracefully version where everybody's wearing white linen on a beach somewhere. The real version, where you're lying in bed wondering, what changed? And is this just how it is now? Spoiler, no, but we do need to talk about it. Here's what's strange. Society spends decades telling people to be attractive, sexy, desirable. Movies, advertisements, social media, everywhere. And then you turn 50, and suddenly the conversation disappears. Complete silence, like intimacy has an expiration date and nobody bothered to tell us where it was written. Women hear about hot flashes, maybe mood swings, but desire? Discomfort? The fact that your body suddenly needs a completely different instruction manual? Almost nobody talks about it honestly. And men? Men are usually expected to pretend everything's completely fine, so everybody quietly panics alone, which is honestly ridiculous, because almost everybody is going through some version of this. But let's be honest for a second. The body changes. That part is real. For women, menopause can change intimacy completely. Sometimes dryness, sometimes discomfort. Sometimes your body takes longer to respond than it used to. And sometimes you look at your partner and think, I love you, but I'm exhausted, and also, why is it suddenly 400 degrees in this room? For men, desire can fluctuate. Erections may take longer, recovery time changes, and for a lot of people, that quietly becomes a source of shame. But none of this means you're broken. It means your body changed. And change, you understand, is change you can work with. You know what damages intimacy faster than hormones? Silence. Two people who still love each other slowly stop talking about this part of their relationship and then quietly wonder why they suddenly feel like roommates. Usually it goes something like this. One person feels different, doesn't say anything. The other person notices something changed, also says nothing. Both people start assuming things. Nobody asks. And suddenly you're sitting across from someone you've loved for 25 years, having perfectly polite conversations, while something important between you has gone completely quiet. That's not an age problem, that's a conversation that never happened. So what actually helps? Honestly, talking. I know, very glamorous advice, but not during intimacy, not during an argument, not in a moment full of pressure. Just quietly saying, hey, I think things feel different lately. That one sentence can change everything. And yes, physical health matters too. Sleep matters, stress matters, movement matters, feeling emotionally safe matters. I know nobody wants to hear that part, but it's true. And there's also real support available now. Lubricants, hormone support, therapy, medication. People wear glasses when their eyesight changes. This really isn't that different. There's absolutely no shame in getting support. The shame is suffering quietly, pretending everything's fine. And honestly, here's the part that surprised me the most. A lot of people over 50 say intimacy actually became better, not despite the changes, because of them. Because eventually, you stop trying to be 29. You stop performing. You stop pretending. And intimacy becomes less about impressing somebody and more about actually feeling connected to them. Slower, safer, more honest. And for a lot of people, that's the first time intimacy ever truly felt that way. So if things feel different lately, that's okay. Different doesn't mean broken, and it definitely doesn't mean it's over. Maybe you just need a new manual. And maybe someone willing to finally say these things out loud. Real life, no panic. And if this video helped you feel a little less alone, subscribe. Because around here, we talk honestly. Even about the things people Google at 11 p.m. and then delete.